I did check 1, 2, 3. I did check 1, 2. Okay, that's good. Now over here. I did check 1, 2, 3. Gotta do it again. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Gotta do it again. Audio check 1. Perfect. Okay. Now this is good. Alrighty then. Let us do what we have to do. Come on. Keep her going. Air fry. 400. Let's go. We need our potatoes. 826 grams. Move it, move it, move it. Potatoes. And we need a container to put our potatoes in. I'm gonna have to grab one from the room and wash it and use the favorite container for it. Throwing shit away, throwing shit away. Okay, and then we're washing. Let's get to washing. Come on, they're waiting on us. You're right, dog. You're right. All right. We need some serviettes. Here they are. It's crazy how vividly I see faces on things. It's a little concerning sometimes. All right. Here we go. 826 grams of potatoes. Oh, that's almost it right there. 852. 793. If we get that perfect. You know what I mean? What if we take this one out, because it looks pretty heavy, feels pretty heavy too, and then we do this combination. Maybe this is gonna be the way to go. That one feels heavier. Yo, what if we do this? Now we're just messing around, aren't we? Oh, 805. Dude, is there a heavier one then? I see one, I think, I'm pretty sure. This is it. This is it. Oh, that's too fucking heavy. No way. Okay. That's 835. That's 862. This one's still better. 834. 835, 834. Damn, I think this is it, man. I think we found it. We just got to make sure, though, that it fits this thing. I mean, as long as it fits in here, we're good. We're golden. I don't want to push that on too much. What about this one? This one go through? Oh, that'll go through, no problem. 805. I think I'm just gonna stick with the 805. It's probably gonna be the best thing. So, go. Cool. We're gonna do 806. We're like 20 grams below what we need, but that's 100% okay. We'll be able to remake that up on something else. Okay, we got the potatoes. Now we need some potatoes for our girl. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this one. One of these. She likes the circle ones, so we're gonna make her the circle ones. We'll use that one. Okay, cool. Okay. Now we need a container where we usually put our potatoes in. Is it being used? It is not being used, so that's good news. Okay. There you are. Alrighty. Let's rock and roll, baby. Come on. Hell yeah, son. Next one. No! We've lost one. You rinse it. And you're ready to rock and roll. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we need this one for our girlfriend. We're gonna drop this down. Whoa. Beautiful. Wunderbar. This goes there. Just go ham, brother. Keep her going. We're all done with this. That is great. Now let's wash this. Okay, that is good. Perfect. Wunderbar. This is wunderbar. Okay. Drop that shit in there. Wonderful. Let's get this nice and rinsed. One more time. Just for good old measure. This isn't rice, but, you know, doesn't hurt. Doing it one more time. It don't hurt at all. Oh yeah, dude, that's a huge difference. It's crazy how far you can get with just one rinse on the potatoes. And then move this here. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do a whole thing where I dry them. So here we go. We dry this thing, try to get it as best we can. Wonderful. And we try our best that we can. Drying these coming potatoes. You don't want them absolutely dry because the wetness of the potatoes, when the moistness, the vaporization that happens from the water molecules really helps it during its cooking process. It's perfect. But we do want them not wet enough where the oil seasoning mixture will mix nice and dandy with it, you know what I mean? That's really what we're trying to do here. Batch. Okay, perfect. Now we wash and rinse our fine mesh colander. That's taken care of. And we're ready to rock and roll. And like I always say, best thing for you to do is to put some oil into this little thingy. Use a 5 milliliter syringe so that way you have an accurate, precise measurement of how much oil you are using when cooking. It's wonderful. What did I do with the oil? Where are you? Where's the oil? There it is. Salt and pepper check. Okay, I see it. So we put the oil in the container. We move this thing. There you go. Sometimes it's a little rough. It's probably about 2 milliliters right there. 2 milliliters of oil, because why not? Put some fats in that thing. It's not really doing a difference. It's just adding some macros to that. Some controllable macros. So, we're adding some flavor. Flavor Flav. That's what they call me. That's right, big dog. That's my name. Where is the good? Whoa! Crushed red pepper. We got the chicken Knorr. This thing will kill me one day. Ooh wee! Some crushed red pepper on that. Put some pepper on there. Put some pepper on there. Hell yes, son. Some gochugaru. Korean. Whoa, 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 chill the fuck out. Okay, now we can put these things away because we don't need them. We're done using them. They're useless now until tomorrow. Get out of my face. No, hold on a second here. I forgot we're gonna need it for a girl's potatoes. We ain't seasoned hers yet. Okay, and then put on the lid. Mix the fuck out of it. While we're mixing this, while it's mixing, let's go ahead and wash the other potatoes. All right, cool. Now, these are much easier to season. Here we go. Cool. Okay. All right. Yo, what's up, Banania? Woo! It's good to have you here, dog. Been waiting for you, man. What you been up to? All right, now that air fryer is ready to rock and roll, bro. Where are you? There you are. Let's do this. I'll pull up over here. Hell yeah. And we dump the potatoes in here. Ah, it smells so good. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that looks fucking delicious. Let's spread them out. Spread them. Where's the... I'll use this one. The wooden one. Yeah, this is the good one. This is the one where our mamas used to hit us. Behave, motherfucker. And you're like, oh shit, all right. What's 2 plus 2? 5. Bah, bah, bah. Fucking domestic violence, domestic abuse. Fucking learn how to count, bitch. Fucking 7-year-old, what are you waiting for? Come on, you should be doing multiple times table by now. When you were my age, were you doing this, mom? Hell no, I wasn't doing none of this. What? I don't even know how to do times table. That's what you got fucking learn. That's why you're in school and I'm working. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? How's it going? What are we making? What are we making? We're making potatoes for our beef. And we have homemade spicy salsa. And it's so fucking delicious. And the macros are fucking insane on that thing, dude. It's so fulfilling and delicious. It's amazing. And I like to do my stuff with flavor. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Gonna mix. Now we're gonna mix those potatoes, but they're gonna need some salt. I know it. There we go. We're gonna add a little bit of nor. Now I was gonna add some gochugaru to this thing, but I think it'll be good. Now we're done with this. Sure, why not? Just a little bit. I can use some. Okay, let's put this away. We don't need this no more. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's add some gochugaru. There. All done. Put a lid on this thing. And we're ready to rock and roll. Maybe I want to try your food. Hell yeah, you should, man. You definitely should. It's good. It is so freaking good. It is so delicious, so filling. And the best thing is, it makes you 3 super heavy big meals that are high in volume, low in calories. You eat this, you're still gonna be able to, you eat these 3 meals, you're still gonna have about 300 to 400 calories available if you're trying to hit 1,600 calories a day. If you're hitting 2,000 calories, guess what? You got 600 calories you can still do something with. And you're gonna have 180 grams of protein, approximately 172 grams of carbohydrates, so it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein. You could use those remaining 600 calories to go ahead and up that carb ratio from 1-to-1 to 2-to-1. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. Okay, 20 minutes there. Prepare the pan here, that's good. All right, and now we're just getting ready for the next thing. The next dang. Now, I'm supposed to have 1.5 pounds of meat today, but I might have enough 1.5 pounds in here. But I also want to make sure that my girlfriend has enough meat for, you know, her meals as well, at least one. So usually I cut the fat off around the edges of the round beef. I'm gonna leave the fat around the edges just so that I can see how much meat we have there. So I'm gonna do this, put that there, go into ounces, and let's see, let's find out. How much meat do we have? So 1.5 pounds, that's 8 times 3, 24 ounces. So let's even see if we get to 24 with all these pieces of steak. Wow, we will not have enough. And we will especially not have enough if we cut the fat around the edges. So I'm gonna have to make do with 16 ounces and supplement the missing grams by going out there and grabbing something else. So we're gonna go ahead and do 16 ounces. There we go. We're gonna do 17.4. You know, just because I know that there's way more fat in these things than I usually do. So that's 17.5 for me. How much for my girlfriend? Let's check it out. She's gonna have 8.8 ounces. That's perfect. So she's gonna have 8.8 ounces for one meal. I'm gonna have 17. If I were to cut all this fat, it's probably gonna be right at maybe 15, 14 ounces. But that's the move, that's the plan. So now that we know what we're doing, I can turn off the scale. I can move it to the side. I can put my sticks in the cutting board. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So and then these are my girlfriend's steaks. All right, now gonna wash my hands real quick. Get in the fingernails. You know, they say you gotta sing happy birthday, your ABCs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, some shit like that. Alrighty. We got our steaks in the pan. I'm gonna put the scale away. We don't need this no more. I'm gonna go ahead and come up here, close that in. We got the knife, but we don't need it just yet. Let's go ahead and season our steak so that we can go ahead and get to cooking. I got 4 pieces of steak. Girlfriend has 2. I think that's a pretty even split right here. She doesn't eat as much food as I do. Pepper. And we're going hard. We are going as best as we can. Yes, sirree. We need the premium steak seasoning. Where are you? It's you, isn't it? Yeah, found you. Okay. We're gonna use this guy right here. Give it a nice flavor. Wonderful. Now we're gonna flip these steaks over. Now I don't mind touching this with my bare hands. I actually like touching the steak with my bare hands, and I feel fine. I don't feel like I have to wash my hands. Chicken, on the other hand, chicken, no, yeah, chicken, we do have to wash our hands when we can because of cross-contamination. Salmonella is no joke. Okay, here we are. Seasoning and seasoning. This is flavor. This is how you add flavor to this thing. Yes. Wunderbar. Ist gut, ja? Ja. Okay, dokies. This is a hack right here, bro. You buy a 5 milliliter syringe, and then you just have a container where you put your oil in. And then every time you cook, you will have a precise, accurate amount in milliliters of oil that you are using. So you will be able to precisely and accurately calculate how much fat or how much oil you are consuming with your meals. And if you want to take it a step further, you weight this thing. You weight all of your food. Hold on. Okay, you weight this thing and then you weight all of your food. Then you put the oil, you calculate, and then after that you cook all of your food. You weight your steak to find out how much of the steak lost its weight, right? So now you know how much of that is from the steak being gone, depleting its water and everything. And then you'll be able to identify how much oil is left in the pan, and then you'll know the exact amount. Maybe use 5 milliliters, but maybe out of those 5 milliliters, only 3 milliliters were actually absorbed or put into the meat. And the other 3 milliliters are still somewhere around the pan, never got cooked. If you're looking for that level of precision, that is. But that's too much work. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Okay. I love chemistry class. I remember chemistry class is one of my favorite classes. Calculating the moles and balancing the equations. Ooh, shit was great, man. I loved it. It was the best. Now we're gonna wash this container because we're done with it. Good old USA. Good. Next one. Coolio. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay, how much time is left in this timer? We have 13 minutes remaining before the potatoes are done. And that's usually how long it takes. So, we're gonna go ahead and come over here. We're gonna do this. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Okay. Garlic salt can go back in here. Salt and pepper we're done with, so we're gonna move it back. We're also gonna, we're also gonna move the stuff over here. Put that there. Put this here. That's all good and done. We got about 12 minutes left. I say we start cooking the steak. It takes about 5 minutes for the pan to get hot because it's an electrical stove, not a gas stove. So, okay, it's on. Waiting for this. We should be ready to put the meat in there when it says 7 minutes remaining. We're gonna put this oil away because we don't need to know more. We already have oil in the container where we have our 5 milliliter syringe so that we can precisely and accurately dictate how many milliliters of oil we're gonna be using in our pan. We have a brush which we will be using to evenly distribute the oil around the pan. And then once you do this method, you're gonna be surprised at how much oil we waste because you don't need that much oil. 2 to 5 milliliters of oil in the pan with a brush goes freaking thousands of miles. Thousands and thousands of miles. It's insane. It's insane how much you can do with that. Can't wait to see. Ooh, I cannot wait to show you Okay. When I saw her face, I'm a believer. Hey. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I'm a believer. I believe. Some shit like that, right? It's like that. It's like that. Okay. What's your favorite movie, man? Let me get to know you now at a more intimate level. Now that we're just kind of waiting around. How about I invite you to drink? What do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you like? What's your favorite movie? Where are you from? All right, cool. Look at us. We're freaking moving forward. We're moving things along. Cleaning as best we can. No, you gotta clean as you go. If you don't clean as you go, I'm like, what else am I gonna do? We have all this time where nothing is happening. And imagine if I waste this time and I don't do any cleaning around. It's so wasteful. It's so wasteful. Had some good water. Okay. Pan's almost there. We just gotta wait a little bit more. Maybe I should start making some French press coffee. No, I do that at work. I'll have French press at the office. Okay, gotta throw that away. Gotta throw some stuff away. Potatoes are looking good. How are we all doing in there? Y'all doing good? All right, good. Man, life is crazy sometimes, don't you think? Why? Why is life crazy sometimes? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Waiting for this thing, bro. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil in there. I'm gonna do about 2.5 milliliters of oil. Put it on the pan. This is perfect because we're gonna use all this oil to cook both my steak and my girlfriend's steak. Okay. Oh, look at that, man. It just spreads so evenly across the pan. I'm actually gonna take it one step further and use the oil that's in this brush to really get in there, because you do waste some oil in the brush that just stays within the brush's bristles, that does not end up going into the pan. It just kind of like stays on the brush. So if I can use I'm maximizing this as much as I can. Now we want to go from the outside in and not past the middle, because we want to keep the seasoning on the steak. If we go from the middle out, you're going to push some of that seasoning off of the steak. So we're going to go outside to the middle, outside in, outside in. Yeah, we're trying to preserve as much seasoning as we can on these steaks. And we're trying to apply some oil into them. And we're doing it nice and slow, because it's like a broom. Sometimes if you charge up these bristles with potential energy and you let go of that potential energy, that energy has to be transferred, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. And those vector forces are going to push those bristles, boom, at a pretty high velocity. And then it might flick some of your seasoning out of the steak. So we don't want to do that. All right, I'm noticing now that, not as much oil is being applied. So I'm going to go to around the exterior of the pan, and I'm going to just get in there and move that seasoning around. And actually, our pan is ready to rock and roll. And I'm just going this little extra step that will go a long way for us, because now this part of the steak, the first part of the steak, when it goes in there, it's already going to have a layer of oil on it, and it's really going to make a difference during the cooking process. It's really going to make sure that we get a real nice grill on it, and not like a burned or anything. And then it won't burn, because we only do 1 minute maximum each side, maybe 1.5 minutes. This is eye of round steak. At the thickness that this is cut, this gets cooked so quick. We like our meat medium rare. So we don't want this overcooked, and that surprisingly, amazingly, and I actually like this fact about this cut of beef, only about a minute each side. So it's wonderful. All right, so now we're gonna place my steaks so I know where they're at and I don't confuse them with my girlfriend's steaks. There we go, that's one, that's two, that's three. These 3 pieces are actually pretty lean. This one has some fat to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here we go. This is not mine, that's my girlfriend's. And another one right there. Okay. Actually gonna switch this, and a minute from now we're gonna move all this around. I just looked at the timer so I know when we're supposed to flip them. So I got that mental note in my head. We're gonna use that 1 minute, and it's gonna go by so fast to wash this dish, wash the cutting board. We're gonna end up using it again. There we go, get in there. It's a good thing our mother and father has blessed us with some big old hands, so we can really cover a lot of surface area on this board as I wash it. Perfect. Now I need to dry my hands. So we're gonna dry my hands. There we go. Okay, wunderbar. Come over here, clean our space. We're gonna use this to cut the steak, at least mine. We'll cut the other one too. These steaks are pretty much ready to flip. I'm gonna look for the right utensil. I could just use the wooden, yeah, let's just use, I was gonna use the tongs, but we'll use the wooden spoon. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Aha. Discrepancy. Whoa, chill, bro, chill. Goddamn. That's mine. All right, perfect. And now we chillax. We wait. It's almost ready. I love Ziwata. Ziwata is so good. Here's our homemade salsa. Hell yeah. Let's give this a nice. Yeah, we can. Why not? Every time, every opportunity we get, we should be doing this. We should be doing this. Throw this away. Okay, now I'm gonna let the steaks rest. They're ready. Okay. I'm gonna let these steaks rest for a bit. Wow, check this out, man. These steaks, they're so juicy, they're so ready, and they're not overcooked, and they were done in less than 2 minutes. Amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill. Hold on. Go. And I'm not stacking them on top of each other. I'm gonna lower this heat, but I'm not turning it off because we're gonna use it again. Now you see, I'm not stacking them on top of each other because then the collective heat is going to cook them further, but I'm gonna separate them so that they cool down in the process and they start getting ready for me to cut into them. And then, yeah, they stop cooking because we're gonna put them back in the pan again with the potatoes. So here we go. Potatoes are almost ready. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna see if I can grab one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those potatoes are ready. They're ready for sure. But I'm gonna leave it there, the 1.5 minutes. We're already there. Might as well give it a little bit more crispiness to it, you know what I mean? No harm, no foul. Add a little bit more crispiness to the potatoes. So this is the plan. We're gonna take the potatoes out. We're gonna put the potatoes in the pan. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut up the steak, put the homemade spicy salsa on top of the potatoes and then the steak, and then mix it. Mwah, and voila, you have a beautiful Mexican dish that has been modified to fit your macros as best as possible, being as lean as it can be, where you are having very close to a 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio in that meal. And that is badass when you are cutting, when you're dropping down body fat and you're trying to stay within a margin of calories, within a caloric constraint for a deficit. It's great because at least you're keeping a 1-to-1 ratio. Sometimes when you're cutting, sometimes when you're trying to lose body fat or lose mass, in order for you to do that, if you're trying to stay towards the 2-to-1 carb to protein ratio, that may not be possible because just of the natural fact of how much you might have to consume. Just naturally how many, if you were to consume pure carbs and pure protein, sometimes just that pure ratio right there might get you over your caloric maintenance sometimes. So that's why this is pretty cool, because it doesn't let that carbs suffer as much, which are very important, especially if you want to make sure you maintain as much muscle as possible while losing weight and having the energy to hit your workouts hard. This is great, man. You can have that 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio while you're cutting. Feel the best that you can and leave no gains on the table, and push as much weight as possible and keep as much strength as possible, so that when you're ready to go into a surplus, you're ready to rock and roll, baby. You have everything you need. All right, now we're gonna take these out. Alrighty, so we have the potatoes right here. I'm not sure if you can see that. We have our potatoes over here, our girlfriend's potatoes over there. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and separate them into different containers, or just in a little plate for hers. Here we go. So this is going over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, man, that thing is hot. Okay, now we can go ahead and put this in the pan. Potatoes are in the pan. We got a low heat on that thing, so we're gonna be fine. We can leave this unattended for the amount of time that it's gonna take for me to cut up the steak. Is the perfect, is this hot? Is this still hot? Can I grab it? No, I can't grab it. That's pretty hot. Holy shit. Let's put this back in the oven. Woo! Now, at the heat that we have the pan, we have the luxury of leaving it unattended and nothing will burn. But I do have to do this at the speed that I always do. So we grab the steak, we put it on the pan, we cut against the grain, not with the grain. Here we go. Beautiful. I'm checking it to make sure that I am indeed cutting against the grain. I have my knife not straight but at an angle, so they're kind of like a fajita cut. It just makes it so much easier for the teeth in your mouth to cut them up into. It's so delicious. Now when I'm cross cutting here, I just go straight. I don't do the fajita cut anymore. Move that to the side, grab the next piece of meat, and rock and roll, baby. And this is what we do. We got some of that fat in there. Ooh, delicious, delicious fat right there. It's so tasty. It is so goddamn delicious. Make sure we're cutting that fat. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Okay. Where's the grain here? Let me flip it, see if it's easier to identify. There we go. Much easier. And we're going 1,000 miles an hour. Yes, sirree. We're moving quick because we have to. Cut against the grain. Yep, we're cutting against the grain. Beautiful. One more. All right. And we have the leftover juices in here. They're not in the cutting board, just spreading all over the place, which is great because I don't want to waste that juice. I'm going to use that juice on the thing. Okay, before we add the steak, I'm going to add the salsa onto the potatoes. We're ready to rock and roll now. So I'm going to take this off, grab the container, move it over here, grab a wash spoon because we don't want to contaminate our salsa with a used spoon, because if you do that, that goes in the fridge. There's a Mexican conspiracy or superstition that if you do that, it's gonna go bad. Okay, I like the big spoons. I am a big spoon, so I always eat big spoons. You do not hand me a little spoon because I am not the little spoon. I am the big spoon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Perfect. Okay. I will forever and always be the big spoon. Always, 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 always. That is a core principle of mine, and that will not change. Okay. Wait. We're not gonna wash this yet because we can still cut our girlfriend's meat here. Okay. Let's get them nice and mixed. Woo-wee. Oh, dude. I am so fucking excited. Oh, yeah. And we're gonna have like more potatoes than beef because we're missing 8 ounces of beef in this thing, guys. We're missing 8 ounces of beef. We have the proper amount of potatoes, just slightly 20 grams less. But, I feel like it's gonna make it pretty enjoyable having all that potato and just more potato than usual. It's a nice way to spice it up a little bit. So we know I'm currently below some protein. Yes, I am. So what are we doing here? How are we going to get close to that 8 ounces of protein? Well, we have something in our cabinet for emergencies, okay? We have something for emergencies and emergencies only. Now, I can either go out, spend some money that has not been spent yet, and go to Chipotle or somewhere else and get a double portion of a protein that's within the macros. Or I can look in here to things that we already have, money that has already been spent, and supplement with what we currently have. So here we have this, and I want to do this. So we have cinnamon roll, fudge brownie, chocolate chip cookie dough. Yep, those are the flavors. We have 2 of the chocolate chip, 2 of the fudge, and 1 of the cinnamon rolls. And I really want to have the cinnamon roll. I haven't had that yet, and I really want to taste it because something tells me it's going to be fucking delicious. Hey, it's peanut butter jelly time. Fuck yeah, woo! So, how much do we have here? We got 28 grams of protein. I need to hit 40. No, this is perfect. This is going to get me right where I need to be. It's going to be like 56. Yeah, it's going to be 56. So I'm going to have a cinnamon roll flavored bar. We didn't have enough steak for our morning meals. Actually, we did, but if we did that, then our girlfriend wasn't going to have any meat. So we went ahead and I got like 17 ounces of beef. I got her around 8. So I'm missing 8 ounces of beef, but we're going to supplement that with a David bar because we already have it. We already spent this money. If I don't do this, then I have to go out and spend money when I already have this. Why would we go out and spend more money? You know what I mean? I'll do a fudge brownie. Fuck it. Why not? No. I'm not, because my girlfriend really likes a fudge brownie, so there's no point in me just eating it to eat it. So I would like for her to eat the ones that she likes. So I'm gonna have the chocolate chip There we go. And now we have supplemented our missing 8 ounces of beef with the emergency. This is only for emergencies. We do not eat these as leisurely. We eat this as an emergency situation where we do not have enough time to either cook our meals or we forgot to go grocery shopping. This is what we do. All right, so we have our potatoes and our beef just in here. They mix so very well. And now we're gonna go ahead and start putting them into the containers so I can put them in my lunch bag, get ready for work, head over to work, make French press coffee for the whole entire office with my 1,500 milliliter French press. That's fucking huge, and it's borosilicate glass, so it contains the heat as great as possible. And then we're gonna eat, and we're gonna be loud while we chew our food during our 8:30 a.m. meeting. That's right, we're gonna be that guy in the office while everybody's talking about what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be just there chowing on some food, and everybody's gonna be staring at me like, really? You're eating food right now while we're having? Yes, I am. Yes, I fucking am, and you better fucking deal with it. That's what's gonna happen this morning. What do we have over here? They look fancy. Just had a pound of meatballs. Woo! I'm still losing weight. I might have broken physics. Hell yeah, brother! Break those physics! I love it. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's come right here. Perfect. Hell yeah. Now we're just gonna go ahead and cut this so that I'm not gonna cut further than this because I don't know how she's gonna want to eat them. So cut against the grain, always against the grain, baby. Almost cut with the grain right there. That would have been an awful mistake. Hell yes, sir. All right. I fucking did. I cut it into squares. I was in the goddamn zone. I didn't want to do that. Well, it's okay. She's gonna have she's gonna have a weird thing here going on. All right, let's show you the pan before. Now this is missing some ingredients, so it's even bigger of a mountain. This is missing another ½ pound of meat, okay? We got our potatoes and our steak in there. This is missing 20 grams of potatoes. It's missing a whole nother ½ pound of meat. And it's also missing a cup of pinto beans that I blend and season with the spicy salsa and some other ingredients, and it's fucking amazing. It's missing all that. So that can barely, when it's cooked with the right amount of ingredients, can barely freaking fit, and I have to be so careful when I move things around. But it's there, and we're gonna get 3 meals out of this. And it's gonna be a nice change up because we're gonna have more potato to meat because we're missing a whole ½ pound of meat there. But yeah, all of this together is only about 1,200 calories. So the potatoes, the meat, the beans, the salsa, the oil, am I missing anything else? I think that's it. All of that will get you 3 full ass these, 3 up to the brim, 4-ounce Pyrex containers up to the brim, and you're only gonna be at 1,300 calories. So if you're eating 2,000, if that's what you're supposed to eat, you're gonna have a full 700 calories you could do whatever the fuck you want with, because you've hit your protein, you've hit your carbs with this already at 1,300. It's amazing. And then if you want to go ahead and consume hot Cheetos, eat those hot Cheetos with the remaining 700 calories you got left, hell yeah, you're still going to lose weight. And actually, some people would actually recommend that because now you're going to have a higher carb to protein ratio. You're going to be in less of a deficit, which means less of your muscles are going to be going through the burning process or through the anabolic process, and you're going to be losing, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Because there's no way around it, right? You're going to lose mass. And yeah, okay. If she doesn't like it, just bring the funnel and a plunger. Okay, let's get this served. Let's move it over. So we're actually gonna be slightly below that, but that's okay because we're supplementing with some David bars. All right, just come in here. Okay, I'm eating all this anyway, so I don't really measure it. I'm not like meal prepping for the whole week, so I don't have to be like super precise that each container has the same proper amount. This is all gonna be consumed within the next like 8 hours. So I just go ahead and serve. And then what I do is I do end up weighting them. and then I try and figure out which one has, and I eat them in this order. I eat them from the least to the most. So one of these containers is gonna have more food than the rest. So that's the one that I save for the end because it's the heftiest meal. And then the lightest one I eat first, and then the second one is the medium one, and so on and so forth. That's how I do it. So we're just, oh no, we lost some salsa. It's a good thing we watched that yesterday. Okay. And putting that in here, putting that in. I feel like that's gonna be the heavy one. But that's unfair. Am I doing that on purpose? I hope y'all didn't bet on Kashi on that one being the lightest one, because, well, I think it ain't. I'm up, bro. I'm up 400 right now. I'm up 400. Betting on my own streams. That's how that works, right? I think that's how that works. Okay, here we are. Perfect. Now we're good. We're rocking and rolling. Now we need the lids on for this goddamn things. There they are. Oh, perfect. Okie dokies. So here we go. That's one lid. That's two lid. That's three lid. P-Dosh, how you doing, man? It's so good to see you again. I miss you, my friend. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and we're gonna weight the containers so I can figure out which one is the heaviest one, which one's the lightest one, and we can eat them in the correct order when we get to the office. What time is it? All right, woohoo! We gotta hurry it up. Hey, good. I'm in the middle of a set. Yeah, let's go, baby. Come on, woo! Till failure, baby. Make it a working set. Come on. Hell yeah, P-Dosh is going hard. He's fucking putting in the goddamn work. That's what he's doing. 904. This one is gonna be light. 954. I'm glad I'm not a betting man because I would have lost that. 954. Over here, 912. Woo! Yo, I thought this was gonna be the heaviest one, and it's not. That's crazy. The middle one was the heaviest one. All right, so that's 924. This one is 906. 901. So this is the one we're eating first. This is the one we're eating second. This is the one we're eating last. Let's go ahead and grab our container, our lunch bag. Oh, I'm so glad I did not bet against myself in Kalshi. There we go. Middle of a set, baby. Let's grab our lunch bag, open it up. And then this is what we use to go ahead and grind our coffee for the French press coffee process. And these are our ear protection right here. This is our Hearing Pro for, whenever we have to go shooting or anything. We might have to go shooting at the range, or maybe we go to the outdoor range. And you always got to make sure you have those with you. And then in the backpack, I have the other ones, the foam ones. So, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and put this in there. It's already in the order we're going to be eating this at. We're going to know everybody at the office by eating in front of everybody while we're having a meeting. I love to do that. It's perfect. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, this goes in here. We're going to wash the spoon.
Good morning.
Mwah. Okay. Okay, spoon is now washed. Where's the lid for this thing? What did I do with it? There it is. I found it.
I'm excited to try new coffee.
Yeah, baby.
I'll open the small bag first.
Good call.
Did you see that bag? It's huge.
It's fucking humongous. I showed it to people yesterday.
You showed it to the people yesterday?
I don't know if anybody saw. I don't think I had any viewers. Yeah, so. Okay. Meal's all done. So I had to go ahead and supplement with some David bars because I'm missing a full 8 ounces of beef, which is about 50 grams of protein. And then if I would have eaten my steak, you would have been left with no meat at all. So I went ahead and only ate 17. I had to leave some of the fat in there. So this is how I cut it up. I was too into the zone. I did not mean to cut them like this. They were supposed to be like this,
Yeah.
but I got you the potatoes like that.
That's looking very nice.
It is looking very nice. I know how to do this. I'm pretty good at what I do. Okay. I'm cracking my neck, bro. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. That's there. Oh, dishes. Wash dishes. We're here. We're done with them. We can wash them. It's low-hanging fruit. Nothing's accumulated. Nothing is crazy. It's a perfect opportunity to wash some dishes. You can. Here you go, my love. When I saw her face, I'm a believer. I believe. Whoa, what the hell? Really?
Well, I got more.
Oh, okay. Wash this one. Dude, we're literally at the end of this. We're doing the whole clean up, clean up, clean up. Okie dokies. Now I'm just going to. She can have a scar. Does she like your cooking? Oh, she loves my cooking, bro. We have a talent, me and her, where I can make food and I come up with some crazy ass recipes by instinct. I just get in front of the stove and not make some delicious freaking food. And I think that's because of my mother making me in charge of taking care of my siblings, and as being the oldest son, having to cook and make meals and just figuring shit out on your own while they're working fucking 70 hours a week. So I think that really helped me out, figure out how to fucking make food and shit. And don't fuck chicken nuggets. I can make chicken nuggets on my own. I don't know, it just makes sense to me. I just make the food and it's fucking delicious. Before we were eating this healthy, I was like, you know what, bruh? I made some crazy freaking food. So goddamn good, so delicious, but so bad for you. Italian food is the best food there is. Italian food is fucking good, man. It's delicious. The pasta, the cheeses, the sauces. Ooh-wee. So good. Okay. I'm just waiting for my water container to fill up. But we have a meeting at 8:30 at 7:41. I have 20 minutes to get ready and then another 17 to drive there. So I need to fucking get on it, man. All right.
So are you just going to tell them I'm a great cook too, or are you just going to sing yourself crazy?
Oh, no, she's a great cook, man. She's a great cook. She's a great cook. She makes some delicious food. But I'm also a great cook. We are great fucking cooks. We know our way around the kitchen, man. We can make anything. We will make it. That's how good we are. We have an understanding of the kitchen knife. It's perfect. Oh, actually, I was a chef. I was a cook. I was a cook for like about 9 months at the military base, at the chow hall. That shit was badass, bro. Learned a lot. We were cooking in these big old fucking steam fucking cauldrons. It was amazing. Shit was steam, bro. You had a valve. You had to turn that shit on, and boom, in like 2 seconds, that shit was hot. Shit was fucking hot. You had to use paddles, bro. You had to use paddles to fucking make the food. I had to make jambalaya. We get the big old brisket, bruh. You got the brisket. I had to go get a container like this. We had to get one of these, but like much bigger and made out of stainless steel. We had to go to the freezer, grab some ice, and then go grab the big old fucking piece of beef, put it on top, roll it over to our station, put it on there, and we had to cut that shit up. Within an hour and a half, we had to have it all cut up. If that did not happen, you were in trouble, because now the beef is no longer within the appropriate temperatures, and you're fucking it up, and you're gone. So my fucking hand, dude, my hand. I remember I couldn't squeeze it. My hand was just like this. I couldn't fucking move it or anything. It was great. I loved it. I love that. I love that happened to me. I don't know. I feel like I learned something that people don't know. So that was awesome. Anyways, that's it for me right now. I have to get ready. I'm barely gonna make it to work on time. Maybe I'll stream our work meeting. Maybe I won't. Who knows? ¿Qué pasó, amor? What's up, baby?
You will not be streaming.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't think I'm live streaming again today. So we'll see what happens. Keep you on your toes. Keep them guessing. Be good people. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time.